Over. What's up, everybody? We're live. Me and Damian's here, all over the world. Hopefully, we got viewers from all over the world. Comment where you're at right now, because the time zones. I got Damian, my resident foreigner, and he had to explain to me all the different time zones. So hopefully, we got a couple of people from around the world.
Change it to the foreign guy up here. Take my name away.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, you and Maddie Mac were hilarious on that guy's post. Anyway. It looks like we got a couple people in the chat. What's up, everybody?
Dude, we already hit 10. We can peace out now. Turn it off.
That was our goal, was 10 viewers. Yeah, so that's awesome. Bear with us, right? This is our first time doing a live together. I'm hoping that the stream doesn't just immediately crash, because I don't know if my computer can handle all of this right now. So we'll see how that goes. But we got a couple viewer questions today. We got a couple what's news topics. We have some fun fight matchups that me and Damian are going to talk about. We got Topps Finest on the list, and we also got trash, sell, hold. Damian, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, man. We've been excited about this for a while. We had the cat in the bag for a little bit. We finally let it out now, and it's happening. But yeah, it's good. As you said, bit of a time zone difference. It's past my bedtime here normally, but staying up.
What time is it over there?
Just gone past 11 p.m.
Oh man, burning the midnight oil, dude.
But like last time, I do have my old man cup of tea here, ready for bed. So
that's awesome. That's awesome, dude.
I'm ready for this.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see if this even works. I haven't did this in a while. All right, it looks like it works. We got Matt from the Golden Octagon. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Maddie Mac. We changed the time zone, and he's finally able to be here with us live. So that's awesome. What's up, Maddie? Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks, Maddie.
RV and Nat.
Hey, Roman.
What's up, dude? Roman. We got Dan Acker in the building. We got OC Osborne. Man, we got a bunch of people in here, dude. Atif Akhtar, man. Toronto.
It's too many.
It's going to be tough to keep up with. We got Corey Fowler in Alabama. What's up, dude? I'm over in Texas. Man, in Spain. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's Spain. That's nice.
That's really cool. Ilya Topuria, he's over at his house right now. Ilya's watching the live with him, too. UFC Card Fiend. What's up, man? He's in the house. All right, man. So I guess we'll just kind of jump right into it here. Let me see if I can get that off the screen. Again, technical difficulties. We did have a little bit different as far as some of the layout and the setups for this. Mike Pinch is in the building. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for coming.
So first off, we're going to talk. It's going to be a viewer question, and the viewer question we actually had a bunch this week or from last week's video. So thank you guys so much for sending those in. This is a topic that me and Damian specifically want to do really heavy for this live portion of the show that we're going to be switching on his and my channel. And these viewer questions are awesome. So we appreciate everybody for sending them in. We're going to do two today. The first one is going to be from DK Displays. I thought it was an interesting topic. It's kind of around the vintage area of UFC card collecting. And his question was, so UFC Round 1 is regarded as the rookies for 2009. Obviously, it's the first ever, so it's like the debut product, right? But he had a good point. Rarely do people include Round 2, although that product was also dropped in the 2009 calendar year. So kind of a broad, open-ended question. Why doesn't Round 2 get as much love, even though technically it should be considered a rookie product because, it kind of spans in the same calendar year. So Damian, what's kind of some of your thoughts on Round 2 and the rookie aspect of Round 2?
Yeah, I was one of the. I've changed my mind on this. When I first actually was getting into UFC cards, learning about the first sets of 2009, Round 1 and Round 2, I couldn't really differentiate the difference other than the design aspect of them, which we've talked about this before. We both can agree that we kind of like the Round 2 in terms of the singularity of the images for the fighter. But what I've actually learned to come to learn after the fact now is that even the debut rookie cards, even in Round 2 products, John Jones's, for example, they are the same design that what they have taken from Round 1 in terms of they're all fights from their first ever UFC debut fights, but both of the fighters from that fight are actually named on the card, and that is the same as well. As I said, obviously all round one products, the design is the same, but then even the round two debut fighters, the rookie cards from round two, they're actually the same. And it's the singularity images are the repeated fighters who we already saw in the round one products. But to answer the question, I actually like it as it is at the moment. In terms of, I do agree. I think there was a lot there. There seems to be definitely a side of the fence where people think the round one are the true rookies. Take GSP for example. A lot of people who collect his cards, they don't regard the round two card as a rookie at all. It's only the round one. And although that's a little bit hard for even myself to understand at the start as well, because, all these products now, every set from the whole year has a rookie emblem on the card. So, but it was just a different time back then. Much limited, more sets, releases. It was, as you said, round one is the first ever licensed product for UFC. So not only the historicness of that, I think that's why I think that makes this a bit of an exception to the rule, can we say, that I think how it was then, I like it. I like the round one is considered the debut card. It makes it more limited, makes it more rare. But then I also agree with people now, we're talking about the newer products. I think it's okay now for it to be opposite. All the sets from this year for the fighters can be the rookie card. Well, what were your thoughts?
I mean, this was a tough one for me as well because whenever we're in the UFC space, we tend to have exceptions to rules. And in my opinion, I don't think I think this should be similar to the other sports where whatever the product released in, like in this situation, the product, I'll actually screen share for a second. And shout out to Henry at MMA Rookies. So he has the date here. So both of these products released in 2009, right? If both products released in 2009, then to me, they are both rookie cards in this product. Everything from round two should technically be a rookie card as well as round one. Now, of course, round one is the true rookie, right? So if we're talking about what should be valued higher, round one, round two, obviously round one should be valued higher. But to me, there's a huge drop off between round one and then round two, as well as everything else whenever it comes to the OGs, the Hall of Famers. I'll go ahead and pull up one of my favorite Chuck Liddell cards that he has, and it is a round two card. And so, like, to me, this card is way better than his round one, in my opinion. This is an awesome, sick card right here, man. And this card is super, super, super cheap. Now, granted, his round one is kind of cheap as well. But to me, this is still a rookie card. And if I was picking between round one and round two to have a Chuck Liddell rookie, I would much rather have this card. That's kind of where my thoughts go. But again, I know a lot of people are separated on this topic, like you said. And a lot of the OGs, I'd be curious to hear about them and see kind of what their thoughts are with this one.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said, there is definitely like even a distinction now. As I said, even with some of the newer products, a lot of collectors, they only care about the first release for that fighter's rookie card. So, 2024 would have been Chrome. Any rookie Chrome, Diego Lopez, is that the most, obviously, chased and sought after rookie card is from the Chrome. That'll, more so than maybe Midnight, and then now we've had Finest and also Knockout. But yeah, let us know, guys, what you all think, and if some of the other older heads who definitely maybe feel a little bit stronger on this topic can chime in as well, because everyone's different, and that's what makes it a fun discussion.
Yeah, it's a fun discussion, but I do think we should kind of get together as a community and figure out what we're going to do with this, because it is kind of a unique thing where in other sports you don't really have this issue. But I know a lot of people that don't consider round two a rookie at all. And so it is kind of could technically be two camps. Either you think round two is not a rookie card or you think it is. Me personally, it sounds like we both think that it is a rookie. That's kind of where you're at as well, Damian, right? You believe round two is technically a rookie card?
No, well, that's what I always thought it was, and I was always surprised at, as you mentioned, the price difference. Even you made example of the Chuck Liddell. Like there's a price differentiation between the round one and round two cards. But as I said, for the fact that it was the first ever licensed product to use at UFC, that's why I think there's a bit of a exception to the rule, especially for 2009. And I actually lean more towards, if that fighter had the card in the round one product, then that is their true rookie card.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I agree that round one is the true rookie, but rookie year to me is kind of I guess, differentiation between the two, where you can have more than one rookie card, as we see with multiple different products, throughout the UFC's history. But something to think about. I think everybody should think about this, kind of get your opinion out there, and then we can come to kind of a consensus. Like, what are we going to do about this? Because it is kind of a unique issue. All right, let's head back to the chat for a second and see what we got cooking over there. We got Manny Avalos. Manny, you're double jab, right? Is he also double jab? Everyone has like multiple names, so it's so confusing. Everybody's different on one and different on the other.
They're pumping up our numbers. I love it.
Yeah,
have 3 or 4 accounts if you want. It's all good.
In all other sports, the rookie debut version of cards are considered less than the standalone rookie cards. I'm on team round 2. Okay, that's interesting. So Mike, you would almost value round 2 over the debut of the rookies, huh? We got Vince saying true rookies are always known. I don't necessarily think that's quite the topic of this. I mean, obviously round 1 is the true rookie. I guess it's more, do we consider round 2 as even a rookie card in general? Okay, so Manny is double jab. Speaking of double jab, dude, we actually have your question up next. So this is a good segue. Also, everybody who's watching, go ahead and hit the like button. How many likes do we want to get, Damian? 15? I don't know, man. That sounds like a good number. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll go with 50% of the audience.
Yeah, well, 15 sounds
All the women.
good.
All the women can give a thumbs up. 50%.
All right, we got double jab. Second viewer question of the episode. If you were a fighter, what weight class would you fight in? Dude, if we're fighting in the UFC, we're both getting absolutely steamrolled. So I even hate answering this question.
Speak for yourself, mate. Speak for yourself. I'm going for the dub.
And the second part of this question, who would your opponent be and what's your favorite card of theirs? So an interesting question here. A little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of reflection.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and let you take it away, man.
How do we want to take this? We want to take the humble route, or we want to go the YouTube persona undefeated? I got to give a little bit of maybe backstory to this. Great question, by the way. This is a fun one. So I'm currently 185 pounds, 86 kilos. But a few years ago, when I was right into boxing, was not doing any weights. I was all the way down to 158 pounds.
Whoa, slim.
Easily enough. So I was like, man, if I got back into that, maybe I could. I'm 6'1" as well. So I was like, man, I could, go down and fight the midgets down there at featherweight. But I'm not going to push it that far. I'm going to think realistically, give me 12 weeks. I can make 155 pounds. And I was thinking of, what would be a fun, stylistic matchup where I don't want to get dragged to the ground. I'm not picking Khabib. Don't get me wrong. I don't want any of that action. But I thought, what would be a fun fight? And I'm going to pick King Green, a.k.a. Bobby Green. I think it would be a fun boxing matchup. I'd probably get laid out. There'd be zero grappling.
Probably. He'd probably get laid. Here's the awesome card that Damian showed. Oops, wrong one. Here we go.
So, yeah, this is my favorite card for Bobby. It's his second year. His rookie card is from 2013 Bloodlines. But, yeah, this is the second year, first autograph, which is also the first autograph for Khabib and Amanda Nunes. So he's in good company here. Bobby Green, one of the GOATs of the 155 division, who I'm going to be coming up against. But, yeah, I thought this was a really nice looking card. I couldn't get a picture of it, but if I could, I would get the ruby version to this number 8.
Nice. Yeah, I really like these. I like these as well. This is a good design too. He's throwing, a little left hook, on card auto. Yep. Super nice.
I'm ducking it there. Yep.
He'd probably lose, but there's a chance.
He's predictable.
Yeah, right. Oh man, yeah, this one was hilarious. So I'm 6'2". I fluctuate between like 182 and 190, depending on like how much I'm running. There's no chance I could get lower than 170, and that'd be crazy.
Camera. We're like the same, but you look massive right now. So
I mean, can't help it, dude. But oh man, we're really getting goofy in this one, man. But I love it. So I have a lot of bad matchups, honestly. All of these guys are huge. All of these guys are massive. Like everyone is like basically my height, but they're just absolutely stacked. So I'm gonna get absolutely demolished by anybody in this division. But I was like, what do I think that if I could like even land one punch or like maybe last like 3 minutes, who would people like give me mad respect? And so I chose the boogeyman of 170 right now. It's like if I can just Ian Gary and like survive 3 minutes, you know, because I'm not a pro. So if I could survive like 3 minutes with Shavkat, then maybe, you know, people will give me some respect. And maybe he'll give me a hat. You know, that's really what I want. I want to hit him with one thing, maybe, or like, you know, get away from one thing, and then maybe he'll give me a hat as mem, and I would
Get him to sign it as well, and that way you would know it was actually him who signed it, not his, not his daughter who runs around with a pen all the time. But we've seen
right. And this is my favorite card of his. This 22 select octagon side, beautiful card. I have a tie dye in this. This is the best 101 I could find. I'd probably go with the all black, but I do like the black and gold. Is a good look. So aesthetically, it's pretty nice. But,
yeah, no, it is a really nice image for Shavkat for sure. The octagon sides for select, especially 2022, they were really nice card.
Yeah, man, awesome cards and really fun. Let's go back to the chat for a second before we move on here. We still got some people talking about the round 1, round 2, which is awesome. It sounds like we have some good dialogue going. We got Vince, Jim Miller is a round 2 rookie. Yeah, I know there are some people that are, you know, their debut true rookie card is in round 2. Objecto is kind of echoing my sentiments here. Round 1 is true rookie. Round 2 still rookie year. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. Like, it should still be valued, in my opinion, more than like 2010 as far as the fighters go. But that's, you know, everybody kind of coming up with their own. Matty Mac seems to agree as well. No days off. Yep, we got to get ready. We got to get grinding in the gym, man. Down with that. It's the neck. It's my remember the other day I captured freaking Yoel Romero's neck. That's what it is. Yeah, and I definitely am running around the cage like MVP. You can believe that, dude. The first leg kick that comes my way, I am running around. Hey, but I'll tell you what though, if I get any of these fighters on the hardwood though, in my domain, I'm putting work in on it. I can guarantee you that. All right, we got Patrick talking about round 2 as well. Let's see. Not a rookie if they're already in round 1, but it is way better quality. Okay, Patrick. So this is where the conversation gets interesting. It is technically the exact same print run year. So if it's still in 2009, how is it not a rookie card? You know, I mean, this is like where I think some of the OGs and some of the people that are kind of more into modern collecting or got into collecting maybe 5-6 years ago or whatever, this is where it kind of gets different. So I'm interested to hear your viewpoint on that and why you think that is.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, guys. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching, everybody who's liked. We got 13 likes already. We're almost to our goal, Damian. So we need 2 more. Wow, we got 25. We got 25 people watching, man. That's awesome. Nice. So thank you, everybody, for watching out there. We got. Now we're gonna kind of go into what's news. So we got some cool stuff on the docket today. We got a lot of new fight news, and we also got this shot, which I thought was freaking awesome, man. And it is Henry Cejudo wearing his Topps, looks like a 24 Topps Chrome 101. How cool is that, Dave?
That's what it is. Yeah, it's good. Did you see what I think someone pulled up on? I wish I could give them credit right now. Someone pulled up on Instagram and they showed what he actually had paid for. What that sold for early on in the year was about $600, I think. Oh,
this one right here, the 24 101?
Yeah.
I think it's sick, man. As far as like yeah, exactly, the Logan Paul Charizard.
The Logan Paul, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is what Fanatics is bringing to UFC now. You know, first it was Dana White, now it's Henry Cejudo. Where's the sky's the limit, guys?
I think this is. Like we can say what we want about, you know, the designs. I like Panini better than Topps. You know, quality. I like Panini better than Topps. Customer service, Panini Topps. But when it goes to marketing, there is no question that Topps and Fanatics are doing a better job with the marketing. And we got to relish these moments, man. As silly as the $600 chain is, like, it's good. People are looking at that and maybe they're thinking like, oh, UFC cards. That's cool. I never thought about that. And then before you know it. They're buying up. They're in the conversation. They're talking about round 1, round 2, and more people in the collecting space is going to rise everything up. So it should be really fun. Fun times ahead, and Topps is doing a good job at the marketing at the very least.
I was just appreciating that second comment there from Joe Marathi. It was
Oh,
probably
let's check it
gifted to
out.
him because nobody wants that.
Here we go. Henry's the type of guy to own his one-of-one trading card. That's a Tony Ferg too. That's like a Tony Ferguson, the type of guy.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll move on to some really fun matchups. And everybody, please put in the comments here. What are going to be your favorite matchups that we're talking about here? Because there's a lot of really fun ones, and I'm interested to hear people's perspective on these. Because we got a bunch of fight news the other day. Dana just unloaded a maelstrom of cool fights for us. First one I wanted to talk to you about was the Volkanovski, your fellow Australian, the man down under. Versus Diego, your haircut Lopez. So this is going to be a tough one for you to choose, man. I mean, you're basically a hybrid of these two guys.
Just give me the belt. Yeah, I was actually surprised about this, to be honest. I was like, Ilya moving up, literally vacating the belt, not even like just moving up to have a random fight at 155. He's just vacated the belt. So I was actually pretty surprised at this. Matchup wise, I think this is a real fun one. Obviously, highest caliber of fight that we've seen Diego have, but he's done well in all the fights leading up to this one. Volkanovski coming off 2 back-to-back knockouts. Diego comes out guns blazing from the first round. He hasn't fought in 5-round fight yet though. We haven't seen him in a 5-round fight in UFC.
What was his last fight? Ige was last minute, so I think they changed it to 3 rounds. Who did Lopez fight last? Somebody put that in the comments if Diego's fought in a 5-round fight. I guarantee you Matt would know if he's still watching.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
I think Volkanovski's had a good layoff now. He's coming straight off the farm. I think I actually like Volkanovski in this fight. I think he, the well-rounded skill set, the experience is gonna, I think, mean a lot for him in this one. It might be the difference. What do you think?
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting stylistic matchup because you've got Diego, who's like uber aggressive, versus Volkanovski, who's usually extremely technical and kind of fights with his IQ, and that's kind of how he gets people. So I'm really curious as to how this plays out. I do think that at this point in Volk's career, I think you can't help but be a little bit chinny, right? Like he's gotten rocked a few really bad times in the last recent fights, and Diego does have absolute knockout power. With that being said, I think this is going to be a close fight, kind of 50-50 toss-up in my opinion. But for storyline purposes, I think I would rather have Diego be the champ. I think that kind of ignites the division a little more, and we have a little bit more fun matchups. I do love Volkanovski, but what is he, 36 now? 30, maybe 36, turning 37.
Might be getting a little bit older there. He might be.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough one for him, man. All right, let's go to the chat real quick before we talk about the next matchups. What do we got? Murphy Maximus, great point, man. Josh Emmett's doing a great job raising the profile of UFC cards. Shout out to One Punch Cards. I'm sure everybody's already following him now, what he's doing on Instagram. But yeah, I completely agree. Let's see. RV and Knack is saying Neil versus Protest is a banger. I completely agree. This is going to be a tough fight for Protest. Neil is really, really tough dude, and Protest tends to just be, a stand-up and throw punches guy. So I think it's going to be a tough fight for Protest. And if he can take Neil out, dude, it's going to be serious, serious business for him. Islam versus Topuria, dude. I don't like that. We can talk about that in a second, but I don't like that he's vacating the title to go up right now. I think he has really good fights against Diego. He has potentially Movsar Evloev still on the docket. Like, I really think that Topuria should be staying in this division. And at the very least, you fight Diego first and then move up to fight Islam. I really don't like this move personally. I mean, he's beat Max, he's beat Volk. Like, those are 2 amazing featherweight guys. I think if he has one more, and if he were to beat Lopez, you're talking about potentially one of the greatest featherweights of all time. So I think it's a little premature that he's moving up personally. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. He should have, I reckon, 1 or 2 more, probably 2 more, I think, before he moved up. But yeah, they said Dana made a point that apparently it's a hard weight cut for him, which is surprising because he's not a tall guy. Obviously, he's got a fair bit of muscle on him, but
yeah, okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I was wondering, and that was really the only thing I could come up with is that maybe he's having tough weight cuts. All right, we're going to move on to the next matchup, guys, for what's news. We got Bilal Muhammad versus JDM. And I am personally, Damian, I'm very happy that JDM is not fighting Leon because I really like both of those guys. And that would be one where I would be sad for whoever won or lost. So I'm happy that we get Bilal versus JDM. I can root hard for JDM, and I hope that he can take that one. What's your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, I actually like JDM in this fight. I was really impressed with the Gilbert Burns fight, how he actually ended up getting the job done, even with a broken arm in the third round there. So, and I mean, Bilal Muhammad's coming his own a little bit on social media too, which is starting to get. He's a bit like taking the Marab route, you know. They're trying to be funny, even though they're the in-cage performances needs a bit of boost from the outside perspective. But yeah, you know, JDM, the fellow Australian, it's hard not to root for him. He's done it the hard way. He's had a lot of tough, well-fought fights. So I definitely hope JDM can bring that title back to God's country, mate, Australia.
Back to God's country. Hilarious, dude. Red, white, and blue, baby. We're about to... let's see what we got in the chat here real quick. We got a lot of Volk love in the chat. I agree, man. I love Volk too. Let's see. Matty Max says Volk ain't got time to fight. He's busy promoting absolutely everything else. That's very true. Great point here by Patrick. We got Patricio Pitbull from Bellator coming in to fight Yair, who we're going to talk about later in the show. And he's actually featured in one of the Trash Sell Hold. He's one of the cards. Great point, man. That's going to be really fun. So we've really got some good fights coming up. Bilal handles JDM sadly. Vince says, man, I hope not. I understand why you would think that. You know, you got Burns took him down, Hafez took him down. But if Bilal tries to get in his face and tries to punch in the pocket, he's going to get whacked really hard. So there's definitely a chance there. Before we go, we got to talk about my boy Leon. He's getting a main event. Number one ranked contender versus Sean Brady. What's your thoughts on this, man? I know in the comments we had some people lost one championship and dropped a fight night is insane. The people are sad that Leon Rocky Edwards is in a fight night, but he's still main eventing, so you know can't be too mad about that. What's your thoughts on this one?
I'm actually surprised. My first thought was I was actually surprised that Sean Brady is ranked number 5. To be completely honest, 170 is absolutely stacked, and he obviously had I forget who he beat recently a few months ago now, but he had that recent win, but he sat on the sidelines for quite a long time after he lost to Bernard, but got TKO'd by Bilal himself. So, I mean, stylistically, don't really know how this fight's going to go. You would have to give it to Leon, I think. Obviously, Leon's been in there with some of the best and strongest wrestlers that there is, and I would suppose he's got the superior striking. But yeah, I mean, other than it's your boy Leon, I probably couldn't, no, this fight doesn't really excite me at all, to be honest. I was the JDM one was the more exciting matchup for sure.
Yeah, JDM he comes to fight, and he's one of those kill or be killed guys. I think he's always coming for a finish. Brady, you know, kind of the same archetype that we've seen Leon fight in the future. You know, a good grappler, kind of somewhat of a boxer, and we did see Brady sting Bilal quite a few times before he just tanked in that fight. I think I've got to go with Leon just being quicker, a little bit more technical, and I think he's going to be a little more motivated in this too. There was some rumors about him having kind of a back injury when he fought Bilal. So hopefully everybody's healed up and ready to go for this one. So it should be a good one. We'll get to the chat, and then we're going to move on to some Topps Finest news. We'll get back to cards, and we'll check out some of our favorites from that, as well as some of the big sales that we've had. Let's see, what do we got chat going? Bilal handles JDM. We got Brady by decision. I bet the prop bets on decision for that fight are probably going to be pretty high with Leon and Brady. Yeah. Edwards is focused, very fluid, best in the division. I agree. That's why I like him, man. He's super technical. He's really fun to watch when he's on and he's throwing. Kelvin and Gilbert sneaky, but he's there. Objecto with the back to the round 2 debate. We'll have to come back to that one. in his own head, too worried about losing, he says. We'll see, dude. We'll see. It's sometimes you see that the sports psychology, if people get a loss, sometimes they continue down. But hopefully he can get back to it, has what it takes, give us a good showing. All right, so we're going to go back up to What's News, and we're going to be talking about 2024 Topps Finest UFC. We're going to hop over to Card Ladder and look at some comps. And then after that, we'll talk about some of our favorite cards. So here's some of the comps here. Damian, we got one sale over $1,000. I was very surprised by that. But when I look at this, I don't really see a lot of big names or a lot of big cards that have been sold yet. So I think a lot of stuff is still out on the market, kind of just waiting to be sold. But we do have a really nice 101 Kayla Harrison rookie on-card auto here for $3,500. Yeah. We got a couple. We got an MVP first auto 800, 500, Moreno 101 500, and honestly, not too much. We got a die cut glove auto 450. We got a couple of short prints, which were surprising to me. These are about 380, 400, but not much, man. Not much on the sales. What's your thoughts on Finest?
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, because we've got the 3-tier system for Finest. Is that obviously we've seen an increase in parallels too. So I'm wondering if because there's a lot more volume, is there then obviously a lot more product that has to be open for some of these other bigger cards? Because as you just pointed out to start with, I'm actually surprised there's only one sale over $1,000 as well. I would have thought there would have been, a few of those, which we're going to talk to about in a second, but a few of those red Intimidator autos and things like that of the big name fighters who would be pulling, if not close to $1,000, over $1,000. But yeah, I mean, we both really like these rookie Finest autographs with this one for Kayla. So I mean, if a card's going to get over $1,000, then it should be something like this in the Super Refractor. So it's good to see. But hopefully we get a few more. As I said, I think there must be a lot of this product out there, and there still needs to be opened up.
Yeah, I think people are just hesitant to buy. They're waiting for whatever reason. Because like here, you see a of 75, Diego Lopez selling for 325. So if you could imagine, like anything, 25 and below is probably going to be pretty pricey. So I think people are listing their stuff, and maybe people are testing the market, trying to list high and kind of see what kind of offers they get in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more, in the 500 and above price range here pretty soon. I think people are kind of testing the market.
Yeah, and as we've pointed about this before, I think people are getting smarter too. So they're not buying into the fresh to market stuff. They're giving stuff time a little bit more now too as well. So people have gotten smarter over the past few years.
For sure. We got Brian talking about Sean Brady over here. Before we move on to the next part, I called all of Sean's fights coming up in CFFCDJ. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's an organization. He's a talent, absolute grinder. That's cool, man. Nice to see you, Brian. Thanks for coming in, dude. I agree. He is. We got MDS, Bilal, Bella the Ball, Muhammad. Hey, that kind of rolls off the tongue, honestly.
That's a better name than remember the name. She should be changing it.
Matt saying, I've seen a ton of big stuff pulled. I think it's been on Whatnot, so a lot of people probably don't have stuff in hand yet. Oh, very good point. Weather was rough on the East Coast. They're coming. That's a good point, man. I guess shipping times, and all that definitely could be it as well.
Yeah, that's a great point, Matt.
Patrick Nakuala. Topps Finest is really nice product. Love those on-card autos. Agreed, man. The fit and finish is nice. Super nice. Irvin. Sup, boys? It's Swerve and Irvin. What up, dude? What up, Swerve? Swerve's in the building, man. Now every time Irvin is a character in Severance that I've been watching, Tangent. And that's going to be, every time I see your name from now on, I'm going to be thinking of Severance, dude. Good show, and good to see you, man. Thanks for being here with us. So next up, we're going to talk about some of our favorite cards from Topps Finest. Say what you want. Personally, I think the cards were well done this year. Damian, what's your thoughts? Go ahead and tell them about this one right here. I have these just kind of randomly in order, so you can kind of just talk us through this one, and then I'll hit over the next one.
Well, I like to keep it real here, and I need to say I'm probably the most hypocritical person when it comes to the hobby, because I absolutely just let loose on designs when I think they're crazy. And this is a crazy design, but hypocritical Damian over here, that foreign guy, I love this card.
That foreign guy.
I don't know what it is. It's just crazy. It's like that, as you said, exactly well put. It's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah, dude. The
font
pink and
there.
green.
We haven't seen anything like this before. It just speaks to me. Speaks to me, Zach. So obviously not Dricus Duplessis is the fighter I'm looking. I actually couldn't find one of these for O'Malley. I think the greens.
Yeah.
I think these are numbered to 99. Are they?
93. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a few parallels. Obviously, the green is an option.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's the gold to 50, which I actually do have.
Y'all didn't see that one. We'll talk about that. There you go.
Yeah. This is the black. This is a black to number 25. I want some help. I want some help from the chat, which, regardless of, parallels here, I'm not buying this card for rarity. I'm just buying it for pure aesthetics.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time choosing which parallel, like the contrasting color, can I say? Is it the green that just makes the font pop even more? Is it the black, which is a little bit more subtle, but, makes it more look like graffiti art that I should be going for? But then we also have the gold there, which is, the gold is a gold. So... I don't know. I need help from the chat. Which parallel should be I buying?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, and the base is just like silver right here, right? It's kind of just like a silver type of
the
chrome
base.
finish.
Even the base is nice as well. But as I said, I'm liking the pop of some of these colors. But as I said, I just can't really choose yet. So. Speaking of letting things cool off, I'll obviously, let a few more of these come to the market first, and I'll be picking one up for O'Malley for sure.
Nice, dude. Let's see. RV and NAC. Shimmers are nice. I just wish they went down to 1-on-1s and megas. Yeah, that was one thing I talked about in my video, that the ceiling on the mega is not very high because the lowest you can get is that of 39 gold, which, I mean, depending on what box you open, you could get multiple of those, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. But not being able to hit 1-on-1s definitely kind of lowers the ceiling on those mega boxes. Vince says, looks like he's having a squeeze. Vince getting the show rated R.
It's
MDS,
late enough here
MDS
in Europe, so it's fine. Might need a Colby.
He's trying to get a Colby. Matt, I love the parallels. You're not alone. The teal glitter. That's another one, Damian. I guess you could check that out as well in this.
Yeah, I should. I haven't seen that one. So add that to the list.
RVs. This one in Intimidators is badass. I agree, man.
Roman, my boy. He's thinking exactly like.
Objecto, they are checkerboard variants of this, and that probably is my favorite of the ones I've seen. Irv pulled a of 25. They look better. All of these cards look better in person. I completely stand by that as well.
Yeah, that was the thing I actually wanted, because obviously a picture is one thing, but then getting it in hand, it can look completely different sometimes. So that's where it's a little bit like, I don't know, do I buy all three and then have to sell the other two, or how do we? I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to answer this for myself, but we'll see.
Yeah, dude, definitely something to think about. Double jab. That O'Malley is fire. Let's see. Chris Little. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Chris.
We got Brendan Allen fighting soon. Yeah, there's some good fights coming on later tonight. Let's see. And last one before we move on a little bit, we got Patrick. Would like to see Topps cut down on parallels instead of flooding the market. Dude, I don't know if I don't know if they're ever gonna do that. Like,
no, they're not.
I think we're too far gone at this point. The floodgates have been open. They know how much they can print. They know that people are still going to buy. I think that's what would have to happen, is everyone would just have to say, I'm not breaking on whatnot. I'm not buying cases. And then maybe we would see a change, but...
Yeah, well, the money's there, which is always going to be, and that's what Topps are banking on. They're banking on bringing in more people, so it just keeps increasing the volume. But yeah, the amount of parallels, I'm actually... shout out to Joe. I was mentioning to Joe, I'm going to make a video about this, because if anyone has seen 2025 Chrome for WWE, the amount of parallels is just bananas, and I think that's what we're going to end up. Like, I get a bit bothered when it's 4 different types of gold parallels, like geometric gold, gold shimmer, true gold, and then we're getting flash gold, and it's just like, that's just gold, and then they do that for every other color. So.
I think
it's
everybody's in agreement with that.
going to get wild out there. But and as you said, they're not going to stop. It's literally just going to kick on from here. So.
Just quick, Damian, you want to talk about this one real quick before we?
So this is
on?
obviously this is no surprise because everyone is loving these Intimidator autos, and I think obviously
good look.
They're the nicest looking cards. Once again, just a crazy design from what we've usually like as a cleaner design. But the Intimidators, this is a good shot of O'Malley there with the pink hair. I believe this must have been the Cejudo fight. On card auto, it's the gold number to 50. So maybe tossing up between the gold. I'm definitely going to get this card as well, whether it's the gold or the red. I know that a certain big UFC card, how can we say, person has this. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want you don't want somebody to slide into the DMs before me. But there is a red out there. There is a red number to 5 of this card, and yeah, I'm going to reach out and see if we can make something happen. But these, I'm hoping. I don't know if it will. Obviously, we won't know for a long time. But I'm wondering if Finest will make Intimidators as an insert again next year, or is this a one and done type thing? Because if it's a one and done type thing.
Yeah,
I mean that changes the ball game for sure.
Yeah, you never know with these guys what they listen to, like what type of information they get. Do they brainstorm? Do they just have like a template? yeah.
I reckon Joe the card nerd, he's on here right now, and Matt the UFC card expert, he's there as well.
Yeah, Ejecto says every card's going to be a 101 eventually.
Yeah.
We're just going to have 1,000 101s out there.
Yeah.
And MDS says eBay 101. Yeah, for sure, guys. All right, just quick before we move on. Obviously, my favorite hits were these that I pulled, dude. Absolutely insane. This was the first time, Damian, where I got products and I was like actually super happy with my purchase. Like that maybe only happened one other time with 2022 Immaculate. Every other box has been like, that either that was okay or it was a loss. So I was super stoked at this DP glove auto. And then I also got this out of the out of the mega box too with the glove auto. So freaking sick.
You know what I think this was? The luck that you've just had with Finest, this is all karma. This is all good karma for your hard work and effort you've put into the product breakdowns. You are getting
the card gods are
right now. So moving forward now, the more content you make on these product releases, you're just going to keep pulling bangers after bangers. It's going to be a big 2025 for you this year, Zach. I can feel it, mate.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Moving on, everybody. We got trash, sell, hold for this week. I'm excited to do this one live and to hear what the people in the chat think. So as we do this, we'll say the 3 cards. Damian, do you want to do it this time? Like we'll have sell. We'll do sell first. Have everyone spam the chat with what they want to sell, and then we'll do the next 2. You want to do that first? Okay. Yep. So everybody, these are the 3 cards that we got this week. I wanted to do a Finest. I wanted to be like, you know what? Finest just came out. Let's pull 3 sick cards from Finest, and they have already been pulled, and see what the people think about them. So first up, we have the Kayla Harrison. This is going to be the red. This is of 5, I believe, and this is going to be on-card rookie. So this is a absolute banger, man, like a huge card for her. Probably going to be one of her best cards. Obviously, the lower parallel, the better, but super big card for her. And next we have the 1/1 Superfractor Intimidators on-card auto. This, dude, aesthetically, can you get a better card than this? Like this is a beautiful design. Nice. This is so nice. And a great picture, by the way. I was talking, because I put this in the thumbnail, right? And the guy reached out to me. Michael Lee, what's up, dude? Great picture on this. I really appreciate that. When I'm looking through big cards and people, have like crazy pictures, I'm like, dude, you're doing yourself a disservice. So good job on the picture. And next up, we got Amanda Nunez with the Black Intimidators of 25 on-card auto for the Lioness. So we've got a rookie, we got a GOAT, and we got a 1/1. This week was tough for me, man. Where's your mind at? Where are you thinking? Everybody, of those 3 cards, which one are you going to sell? Damian, what are you going to sell?
First glance, you would think this is a tough tough lineup this week. You did well with these 3 choices, obviously, from the most recent product. But I actually found this one quite easy, Zach. No challenge this time around. When we think of selling, it basically comes down to, when I think of, when it comes to choosing to sell, I'm like, well, which card do I not want to keep long term, but I also don't think belongs in the bin? So that is the card that I will be selling. And there's no way that I could be trashing the Nunes card. Amanda Nunes, the goat, the female goat of our sport. The Intimidators auto, beautiful design, on-card auto. But I do not want to keep this card, so I want to sell this card instead. If I was to pick an auto, obviously we'd all be picking the 2014 knockout auto for her first on-card auto. But this one definitely deserves to get sold, I think. I think there's somebody out here who wants this for their collection. So that's the one I'm going to be selling.
Gotcha. You're selling the Lioness. Really nice Intimidators of 25. Everybody in the chat, what are you selling right now? What are you selling? I see some people saying hold, keep. Let us know what you're selling while we're on this one. Man, again, this was a tough one because, like I said earlier, we have like a GOAT, right? We have like Mount Rushmore type fighter. We have a rookie card, first auto on card, and then we got a 1-1. So for sell, I was thinking kind of similar. I'm like, what's gonna move quick? What is timely? That was a big thought process here. I was like, what's timely? And I'm gonna sell what I think is the nicest looking card on this list. It's the 2024 Topps Finest Yair 1-1. And kind of my reasoning for selling this and not the other ones was, it's a 1-1, right? If there's any Yair super fans out there, they're gonna be trying to go after this card. It's also on card auto, but also we've got Yair versus Patricio Pitbull, Bellator champion, and y'all know how Dana is, dude. You know how Dana is. You know he wants Yair to kick that guy's head off because he hates all the other organizations. So I think he's going to be pushing this fight big time in the pressers and stuff. And I think that Dana is really going to be secretly rooting for Yair. He might even poison Patricio Pitbull backstage so that Yair can just smash Bellator. So I'm going to sell what I think is aesthetically the best card on this list, the 24 Intimidators 1-1 Yair. All right, let's hop over to the chat. See what people are selling here. We got Matt saying, sell Kayla, hold Yair, trash Amanda, cry face.
Oh, all right. Matt. How dare you?
How dare you? We got Manny agrees. Okay, RV's selling Yair. All right. So we got a couple here. Trashing the up 5 rookie. That is, let's see. That's about it right now with everybody saying on their sells. All right, so what do you want to talk about next? What's our next one, man? Is it hold or is it trash?
Oh, well, obviously, it doesn't matter because it's going to reveal the other answer.
I guess that's true.
We'll go with the hold, I think.
All right, everybody, what are you holding? Just the hold right now. Spam that in the chat. What are you holding? All right, go ahead, Dan.
So, yeah, well, obviously, we're talking about holding here, and we all know what we want to hold cards for. If it's not something that we truly want to PC for that reason, then we're holding it for value. For me, there's only one card here that holds long-term value. You talked about it. I didn't put that 2 and 2 together. Great timing on the year. So I actually think good on you for picking up that little detail. But still doesn't change it. There's no way I'll be trashing Amanda Nunes like you other guys out there. I hope Amanda remembers this when she when it comes to time.
When she sees everybody at the UFC X and she's signing auto.
I'll get a hug and you all get punched in the face. I need to hold what I think has the most value, long-term value. There's only one of these cards, which is a rookie card on card auto, and it's red. It's the red. It's number 5. So I'm going to be keeping the Kayla, which means that I am going to be chucking in the bin the Yair Rodriguez 1-1 Intimidators.
You're throwing away the gold, dude. Crazy.
I'm throwing them in the bin. I can't throw Amanda. I'm sorry. I'm the most loyal person you'll ever meet, Zach, and I'm not chucking Amanda Nunes in the bin.
That's true. I know you got some good cards of hers, so that's a PC that's near and dear to your heart. You can't do it. All right, let's see what the people are saying before I get to my long-term hold. Let's say Vince is liking the segment. He says that's funny, dude. This is always like it's an internal struggle here. It's an internal struggle doing these lists. So I'm glad you guys appreciate it. We got Patrick. I believe Patrick is holding the Kayla. Are you holding the Kayla, Patrick? Damian's throwing 101s in the trash. I know, dude. It's absolutely insane, dude.
Is it
absolutely
a 101 though? Are you sure? There's not 15 other 101s?
Yeah, Objecto. It's an eBay 101, Objecto said. And Brian's holding the Kayla. All right, I'll go ahead and get into mine. I'm here with Brian. I'm going to hold the Kayla Harrison of 5 rookie on card auto. I do think she has a good shot to be a champion. Obviously, it's speculative, man. So this is speculative. I'm being a hypocrite like everyone is on the earth on this. I'm usually not a speculative guy, but I really think she could beat Pena. I think she could probably beat Raquel Pennington. She could probably beat a couple other people down the rankings as well. So I think we could see kind of Kayla Harrison go on like a mini run here. She's a little bit older, right? So I don't necessarily think she could, she's ever going to touch the run like Nunes had. But I do think that this would be one that I would hold maybe for like 2 years and then try and sell at the peak. Now I am being speculative, so that could be risky. But I do like the look of this card. You said it when we went over this a few weeks ago. Really clean design, man. I like that the red is very powerful on this, so you know that this is an of 5 parallel. But as well as it being a rookie card and an on-card auto, I just think as far as the trash goes here with Nunes, I hate to trash Nunes as a GOAT, and I love to collect GOATs, but like this is not a Nunes card that me particularly I would really want to be holding long term. She has a lot of other cards that I would rather value. And so when it comes to like a 1 of 1 and then a rookie on card red auto, like to me that was really the only reason that I had to trash the greatest female fighter of all times card, which I hate to do it. I hate to say it, but that's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. As I said, back to the Kayla card, if anyone has a good chance of being a champion at that bantamweight women's division, it is Kayla. Obviously, there is a path for her to get to Pennington and then beat Pennington. And then this card, as I said, holding it and then selling it at the right time would definitely be the move. Because it probably is, obviously this is a speculative and opinionated as well, but we touched on it. This could be the second best rookie card that she has. Obviously the first was that one that you showed in the sales before, selling for $3,500 with the 101 of this card. But dude, that's a big sale. The second to that is this red parallel. So this is definitely a good one to have stashed away for sure.
Yep. Ben says Yair's coming out of the shadow realm, dude, ready to do a tornado kick on top of the Aztec ruins or wherever he was at training that one time. That was freaking sick.
Yeah, it's a badass card for sure. But
she loses to Norma Dump Truck Dumont with the double dump truck there. Yair lost all his collectible heat when Frankie Edgar beat him up. All right, dude, come on.
Buzz is dropping some. Dropping heat there.
All he needs is one crazy kick finish to Patricio Pitbull, who Dana White poisoned backstage, and then he's back on top, baby. He's back on top.
Yep.
All right. And shout out to Michael Lee because he hit me up on Instagram and was hyped that we were using his card in the segment. I'd say I'd give him a shout out on YouTube. So there you go, Michael.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. Yeah, it's a beautiful card, mate. I mean, as I said, I'm just as I said, I'm the most loyal person you've met. I just can't do it to Nunes. Other than that,
don't apologize. This is how the segment goes. It is crazy and divisive. And even Michael himself, he asked what the list was. I showed him and he said, ooh, this is tough. I might even trash the Yair myself. So like, this is a really tough segment. You don't got to apologize to nobody. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was all we had on the docket for today. It's been 55 minutes. We've had 16 likes. If you're out there and you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button again.
We did it.
32 people watching, man. This was awesome. Me and Damian were hoping for like 10 or 15. So I would say that it was a success and was really fun. Thanks everybody for coming out. We'll go ahead and hit the chat real quick before we completely sign off. See if anybody else has anything. If you guys want to talk about anything for the last like 5 minutes, we kind of booked this for like an hour. So feel free to shoot in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, for those of you who are newer and tuning in for maybe for the first time, we have some first time viewers. This is a new regular occurrence for Zach and I. We do our monthly leading up to the pay-per-view events. We do our UFC card collabs with some of these fun segments that we've talked about on this live, but then we're also doubling up the content from now on forward. So it'll be a UFC card collab leading into the pay-per-view event, which will be the next one.
Check
Obviously,
this one
March
out,
8th.
Guys. Check this one out too. Sorry, Damian. I had to show that one off a little bit.
Are you trying to give me an epileptic fit here? So yeah, leading into the March 8 event, Pereira versus Uncle Iev, we will have a card collab released a few days before that event, and then 2 weeks following, we'll have a live again happening over at my channel. So this is going to happen every month moving forward, guys. Zach and I love getting together. We love talking about cards, and we wanted the opportunity to be interacting with all of you. We're blown away by this for the first debut episode, Zach. Good job. And yeah, guys, we're pumped. We're pumped about this.
Yep, we're pumped. We hope you guys are too. We got a couple other comments we can get into here. Maddie, Finest looks super sharp. Love the colors. Oh, he spelled colors like a foreign. What did that guy say? Foreign.
Like a foreign.
And,
oh, that inside joke's gonna be lost.
Yeah, that is octagon symbol in the background. Fighter stance look repetitive. I do agree, man. I do agree. So yeah, we can let's be objective here. Let's talk about a little bit of the negatives with Finest, since we're just spitballing at the end of the show. I completely agree. I was really hoping, like when I was doing the sneak peek video, which you guys be on the lookout. I'm going to do that for every product coming up. But I was trying to compare the MLB Finest in the 3 tiers, right, with the UFC. And in the MLB, they had action shots. The guy was swinging, the guy was catching, the guy was throwing. So I thought that's how we were going to get it with our UFC products. We basically got no difference. It was like, this was one, and then this was one. Like, it was basically the same image for all 3, common, uncommon, and rare. So I really did not like that either. If you're going to do that simple of a design, like, just don't even give us 3 tiers. You know what I mean? What did you think about that, Damian? Because usually I feel like we're kind of similar on those type of things.
Yeah, 100%. Even shout out DK underscore displays. We were talking, he showed me 3 images from the Max Holloway from the 3 tiers, and they were literally all from photo shoots from the same event. As you said, like arms folded, arms to the side, maybe like hands up pose. Like, yeah, there was just some really lazy photo choices. But I know what a lot of the horizontal fans are going to say. That's what you get when you get vertical designs, and most of Finest is vertical design. So
yeah,
I mean, it does lean towards the argument that when you have horizontal cards, you get the more action pictures. And I know Joe's Cards just talked about this as well, that you can capture, more of the, suitable images for an action sport like UFC. You can capture on a horizontal design. But yeah, as I said, I'm not hating. Yeah,
we should be able to get this though. They should be able to give us this almost always in every fight, right?
That's like a super basic photo as well, but it still works, so you can. That's what I was about to say, and we've even seen it with the image before with the Bobby Green, throwing a check left hook. You can get nice. You can get the nice images on a vertical design as well. So
yeah, good example here.
It is doable. It's very doable. But as I said, I'm not sure. I've mentioned this before. I'm not sure if there's some sort of licensing issue with how many images that you buy when it comes to, the companies having to buy images to put on cards from UFC. This is all beyond our pay grade. But yeah, I would hope to think that we're going to get a better job. But at the same time too, they're printing these things to the moon. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. All right, we got some people saying goodbye and thank you. Thanks, Vince, for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, Vince. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Man. Thanks for sharing as well.
Got Objecto.
Thanks, Buzz.
Double jab, Manny. Thanks, dude. Cejudo's getting TKO'd tonight.
yeah.
Patrick, what's up, man? Good to see you live. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for watching, dude. Appreciate you. Have fun watching the fights. Hopefully he doesn't have $1,000. He probably does have $1,000 bet on somebody. He's gonna win though. That guy's good at his betting, dude.
Yeah,
he's pretty solid. Hey, thanks, man. I hope you appreciated it. And many more to come. We'll be on Damian's channel next week, like he said earlier.
Thanks,
And
Pat.
speaking of next week, Murphy's looking forward to it. Maddie Mazaki foreigner, yeah. That's what's hilarious, right? It's like wherever your feet are, the other person is foreign.
Well, I thought the funniest, I'm not sure if it was Joker Galleries or something. I'm not sure if he's still watching, but like my name is right above my screen every single week.
I thought that was, yeah. That also added to the hilarity.
Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, obviously too, we hope this time works for everyone. We are trying to we're trying to make it work for everyone. People in the US, we have viewers in Australia, which just gone 10 a.m. there in the morning, Sunday morning there. We have European people like myself. It's just gone midnight, but hopefully you're staying up for the fights anyway. So hopefully this time works for everyone, but we'll get it sorted moving forward as well.
Yeah, we'll keep tweaking little things. Yeah, awesome.
So,
we'll keep tweaking little things to try and make it a better experience. As far as formatting goes, we kind of want to keep it more like this, where it's just kind of current things and, you know, a little bit of fight news, a lot of cards. We definitely want to keep heavy with the card theme, but we want to make it different than the normal segments that we do for our actual like edited videos that we make on our channel separately. So we're still kind of trying to experiment. So hopefully it was, you know, a fun show for you guys. Hopefully we'll continue to get better, and we'll see y'all next time over on Damian's channel. So thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.